The birth of Sotheby's was in the UK 300 years ago as an auction house. So having Sotheby's real estate not a success story in that market is really not acceptable to me. And again, the UK market, and specifically London, is a luxury market. In Dubai, you had to create that market. You had to build it. London, it is what it is. You know, you can't find anything less than £3 million, whether you like it or not. So how can Sotheby's not be successful? So my eye was always on buying that market, but I never had the opportunity because it was mainly before owned by corporate itself. Then they sold it into two different owners, and both of them didn't understand how to operate it, properly. So, and again, the market in London took a tank post the Ukraine war. Many of the Russians left the country, so the catalyst of buyers went away. The Chinese start spending less. So the market, in a way, slowed down mainly. And when markets slow down, that's when you can make the right moves in specific, global markets. You cannot really come. If I had come in when the markets were too strong, I wouldn't have had that attraction. When you're a super high net worth person, you want a one-stop shop. Whether you're buying a real estate in London, in Paris, recently we've done some transactions in London for very large European families, and these were mainly about relationships. So these kind of people already exist within the brand, whether they're sitting on the auction house or on the real estate side. So for us to be able to have that full service when they come into London is very, very new, but very wanted. I have a lot of family offices who have been set up globally.
Yeah.
People, when they make wealth, they, instead of going and putting their money in the bank, they set up their own family office and they use services across different industries or sectors. In our case, we want to work with these family offices on that level because we have people who understand the financial advisory work. So it's like your credit card banker and your asset manager. We are there on the asset manager side. So, when people use their credit card banker services, with all due respect to them, you buy a credit card and you use it, but you never tell them how much money you have. The asset manager, he's managing your millions or your billions. So then this is a different service. When you're buying a home one time and that's it, is one thing. But when you invest in real estate across, if you have 40% of your total net worth into real estate, you need that family office structure who can advise you on financial structuring, what to do, development, hospitality, anything you want to talk about. We want to be the Chanel and the Louis Vuitton of the real estate. So people, when they're buying their homes from Sotheby's, is a different ballgame, because we have the best homes, we have the best, deals on the table. And this is why our success in Dubai was based, because we know how to use the brand. Within the first 4 months, we've probably done £600 million of transactions this year. If you compare us to the top 5 agencies, we're number one in these specific areas and these specific price points. So we don't list anything less than £3 million in the UK. We only work in 6 boroughs in London and the countryside, and we don't list anything outside. And within these 6 boroughs, if you compare us to any of the top 5 without naming them, which I'm sure you know them, we're number one by far this year in terms of price point, transactions, income, fees, all of it. Because it's all about the quality of people. If you hire the best, you get the best service. And if you want to work with the best, you have to pay for him.